media that have been consistent. No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger watch you.
You remember when the Boko Haram started, it was actually in 2002 we were in office. The president sent for me, VP, what do we do about it? It started in Yobe actually. And I said, Mr. President, let's call the service chiefs and give them a deadline. If they can't put it down, then they should put down their uniforms and go away. We'll get some other people. And he called the service chiefs. I was there and gave them marching orders. Within a few weeks, they put down the insurgency in Yobe. It never came up again until we left office. So one, I will say there is lack of political will on our leaders. When they are killing your citizens, how you can even eat? They are killing your citizens and you don't give a damn. It's the greatest irresponsibility by any political leader, anywhere. So I hold our leadership responsible for all this insecurity that is going on all over the place. One, we are under-policed. We don't have enough policemen in this country. We have so many people educated and unemployed. Why can't you not recruit them into the police? So, gentlemen, I want you to understand that. And it is up to us. We are the leaders of your various communities. Yes, we are having a coalition. So all the major political parties are involved in this coalition. The APC, the PDP, the Labour, all of us are involved. So that is the only way to go to face such a very, very incompetent and inefficient government.
It's no longer news that some APC members, whether disgruntled or not, but they are not happy with the way Tinubu is running the affairs of this country. Some of these people are not bold enough to decamp, like El-Rufai and the former Northwest chairman of APC, who decamped about a few months ago. So these people prefer to remain in APC and work against Tinubu. So it's nice that Atiku Abubakar is actually working with these people to form the coalition, so that everyone can join hands and battle APC in 2027. But they should be quick about it. The time has passed to be holding meetings in secret. They need to come out in public so as to start early, directing the campaigns so that Nigerians will be carried along. The 2027 campaign against Tinubu should be the easiest in Nigeria's history, because everyone, including villagers, people who live in the interiors, everyone is experiencing what is happening under this calamitous administration. So it's easy to campaign. They should just start it early, and before starting that campaign, they need to decide and zero in on their leader. Yes, the template is already there. No need to reinvent the wheel. All that APC did prior to the 2015 presidential election, and of course Atiku Abubakar was part of that APC at that time, so they should decide on a leader. APC zeroed in on Buhari before they went into the primary. This time, if they zero in on a candidate, the person that will conduct a presidential primaries, they will just affirm the person. Yes, the law says there must be a primaries, but if all of them withdraw for the candidate, the person will win it. So that person will start early. They will be moving around this country, campaigning together, exposing all that this administration is doing to Nigeria. Then Nigerians will be seriously motivated to do the needful on election day. Also, Atiku Abubakar needs to make his stand as early as possible. Is he going to contest or not? Is he going to contest the primaries? Because going by his body language, he's expecting that the coalition will go into an open primaries, which might expose the primaries to transactional politics. Yes, they might start bringing in billions of naira to buy delegates to vote for them. This is not exactly what Nigerians want right now. Also, he must understand the sentiments in the South, that the presidency must stay in the South for at least 2 terms before going back to the North. If he makes the same mistake he made in 2023 by insisting he must be on the ballot as a Northerner, why is he going to expect a different result? No. Also, if they eventually zero in on a candidate from the South, there's this sentiment from the Northerners that the Southern candidate must commit to stay in office for just 1 term. While that is understandable, but it's not something that should prevent them from going ahead with the coalition. After all, when Atiku Abubakar contested against Muhammadu Buhari in 2019, no one forced him to commit to staying in power for only 1 term. Yes, after all, Buhari as at that time had already spent 1 term. So Atiku Abubakar was allowed to run. If he had won, no one would have enforced that 1 term limit on him. He would have served out his 8 years. So why are they now forcing a Southerner to commit to staying only 1 term, assuming it works? All they should commit to is the main objective for now. If they are able to achieve it in 2027, they are able to sack APC from power. Then, when they get to power and the new president starts to do the work, starts to deliver the goods, then we can allow that person to continue in office. After all, what everyone is looking for is good governance. If you get that good governance, why want to change it? Especially when you know that that person can stay in power for another term. All Nigerians are praying for is a country that works for everyone. And a working country means a country where equity, fairness, and justice reign supreme. If all these are in place, no one will be bothered about where the person comes from, which zone is their turn to produce the president. No, they will simply be focusing on the best candidate. That's how it works. Actually, zoning the presidency or any other public office for that matter is not progressive. It means that Nigerians will miss out on the best of the best. When you want to transition your country from an underdeveloped economy to a very developed one, you must go for the best of the best. That was how many other countries that have done it in the past did it. If they didn't put square pegs in square holes, they wouldn't be where they are today. So Nigerians must hire the best for the job. For any position, you must hire the best of the best. Otherwise, you will not achieve your full potential. This is very simple. It's just that we are so selfish. We always want to be in control, whether we are qualified or not, just so that we call the shots. No, we should hire the very best. And that very best must do the job at their prime, not when they are old. If someone is in his 40s, he is in his prime. You need to elect him at that time so that he will give his 100%. He still has the full strength of a man, not when the person is 70 years. This is what is obtainable in Africa. Look around Africa. They always elect old people. Most of these old people have been in power for like forever. All these can be achieved when Nigeria starts working. The major reason people look up to government for patronage is because they are poor. They feel the government has to pay them or give them employment directly, that's employ them to start working for the government. All these are not necessary if the country is working. Take the Nigeria of the 80s for instance. The minimum wage at that time was so valuable that people were able to save and build their own homes. They were able to buy brand new vehicles. Yes, not by paying the money cash. They bought it based on hire purchase. There was a serious credit system in the country at that time.
Traditions I have with me a notable Nigerian public intellectual, a politician, a lawyer, who was also the former presidential spokesperson of the Labour Party. I'd like to welcome back to Inside Sources, Barrister Kenneth Okonkwo. Barrister, welcome back to Inside Sources.
It's my pleasure being here, and thank you, viewers, for joining us.
The 2 year of the Tinubu administration. And it's going to be a conversation because, I have some views, and I understand that you also have some views. We share a few things and then we disagree in a few things. So I want us to start from your take on my take that 2 years is still good to do good. What's your response?
Well, 2 years is the benefit of doubt that the voters in an election give to an incumbent. After 2 years, it becomes a legitimate situation to campaign for the next election and to determine whether that government has succeeded or failed. Recall in America, every 2 years they have election so that they have a choice of changing the direction of the country if the incumbent is not doing well, or substantiating his position if he is doing well. Trump just came in. That's why you have midterm election. Because they know that the legislature is the seat of power in a democracy. Because they have the pulse and they approve of all the appointments from the executive. So 2 years is what the incumbent has. After 2 years, they don't have any other.
Okay, all right. Good way to
any
open.
other hiding place.
Good way to open. So I just wanted to set that that frame just for the beginning theoretically. So how will you then assess the first 2 years? I mean, I think probably in a few more days it will be exactly 2 years. What will be your general assessment before we go into the details?
Very good. I will restrain myself from using my words and my opinion so that people do not say that I am already, in a camp against the incumbent. I am going to use the words of APC members, of Southwest people, of Muslims. These are his own people and constituency. Not long ago, the Islamic clerics from the north came out to disassociate themselves from same-faith ticket as a result of the performance of this government. These were the people that were willing to go on jihad when this man chose a fellow Muslim to be his vice president. And they said they would go on jihad if they don't put them in. Today, they have repudiated that ticket because of the terrible performance of this government in power. The people from Southwest, particularly from Omeko, the city where Bola Tinubu claims to be his own town, they were the first that shot the first salvo. Ebim power. We are hungry. And this has been corroborated by the World Bank. And the World Bank was even merciless in their submission by saying that throughout the tenure of Tinubu, we will be hungry and we will continue to be more hungry. They say 3.6% of the people will continue to enter into deeper poverty. And by 2027, more than 56% of the population will be in abject poverty. Now, the APC people want Onopasa to be precise. He said he does not know where this man's administrative style came from. That he has no business in Aso Rock and that they will ensure he does not smell there and does not have second term. Now, he's a one-term president. Summing up these are people that were willing to die for this government when this government came in. They have weighed this government on a scale and they have found this government wanting. They have cancelled this government, and I agree with them in their submission that this government is only a one-term government because Nigeria is perishing. Okay, this is even factual things, strange things that I cannot even explain. It's happening in this government. You have seen where they say, this is strange things. I can't explain. A 10-year-old boy pregnanting 10 girls within 5 months.
Is that the
That's what I'm saying. Strange things. In the next 9 months, the guy will be a father of 10 children. Strange. Okay. Look at another strange thing.
Okay.
In the JAMB, you could see how technical glitch consumed 379,000 results, leading to the suicide of one lady. But here is the difference. Sadly. Your Loyode man came out in tears, in total remorse, apologized, owned up, identified the polling units, ordered a retake, and to ameliorate the situation.
I think that is
wonderful, very honorable. Compare that with Professor Yakubu, who owned up there was a technical glitch, who refused to identify the polling units affected and refused to conduct a rerun, and shamelessly came and declared the results from the sky and told people he listened, investigated it, and said they were correct. People petitioned Yakubu, the opposition. On that day, he was declaring that result. They played back his own tape, audio tape. He listened to it, yet he continued and told them to go to court. That's the difference between being honorable and being dishonorable. Nobody should give 1 naira again to that Yakubu until he retires. He's looking for retirement benefit. It's the worst thing that has ever happened to Nigeria in terms of electoral jurisprudence and electoral process. Now, coming to Tinubu's own issue, let's talk about the basic things about government, which is the security and welfare of the people.
Just a minute, Ken. Just for purposes of fair comments, Professor Yakubu, we are open to your right of reply. This is the view of Kenneth Okoko, to which is entitled.
Absolutely.
If you or any of your aides also want to give a counter, this forum is very open. Please go on to the details now.
Thank you very much. I said what I said unapologetically because although they acknowledge technical glitch, use the same word.
Just move on. Yeah.
Very good. Now, just take the issue of security and welfare, which the Constitution said is the primary duty of government. Tinubu's government has worsened the security of this nation. Please don't take my words for it. Take the words of Governor Zulum. He said Boko Haram is resurging in the northeast. because they have taken away the resources, military resources, meant to fight Boko Haram to the northwest. And now, within 24 hours, within 48 hours, more than 10 of our well-trained soldiers humiliated, killed, after he has warned. So this is a government of the deaf and the dumb. A governor told you, look at what is happening. We need urgent response. None was given. Today, Boko Haram Iswa, the reinsurgency is manifesting in the northeast. Failure for him. Let's come to North Central. You saw what is happening in Plateau State. They killed the first 50-something persons. The governor of Plateau screamed. What did this government do? Nothing. Within 24 hours, 48 hours, they killed more people, going to 100. And you know what the media aide of the president said? Plateau governor, go and mind your business. Go and take care of your people. You're not implementing shifting responsibility. The president was in Paris when those things were happening. He couldn't cut his visit short. This is Plateau. And the governor, in tears, was telling his people that they would see what they would do. Whatever happened to the state police, when this president was a governor, all his successors were most vociferous on the issue of state police. And I mentioned Fashola, who has been saying it repeatedly, that you cannot give somebody responsibility without giving him authority to perform. These are his protégés. And I told them that tyrants don't always like to devolve power. That now that he's president, a man that can make the National Assembly to do the impossible within hours can no longer make them to amend the Constitution to give us state police.
Do you think that is...
It is because he doesn't want it. As simple as that. Now...
Because he has said that it's going to be done.
What are you... Is it when he wants to leave or in his second term?
And NEC is...
It's going to be done. We're just saying 2 years. 50% of it. How many days did it take him to change the national anthem? How many days did it take him to change the tax reforms?
Well, that took quite
They
a while.
begged him to even slow down in the tax reform. What did he say? He said, no, I don't want to listen. It will go on in the National Assembly. Who told you that if you wanted state police, he wouldn't have gotten it within 2 weeks?
Okay. Your point is well made.
When Yaradua took ill and it nearly collapsed Nigeria, they amended the constitution within a month. Section 145, if I can remember. It takes will. Because he does not like that. That is why it is not done. People are dying for nothing. Because Nigerians know the solution. Let's move to Benue State. Still in the North Central. In Benue State, even a reverend father's prayer could not help him anymore. Because faith without work is dead being alone. His people are being massacred. And these places are the food basket of Nigeria. For you to know why we are becoming a basket case. When a government cannot protect the food areas of Nigeria, hunger and poverty ensue. And they are pretending they are working. Working what? In Benue, they kill people to the point that the Reverend Father came out and said the federal government should up their game. That is an euphemism of failure. How many people will still need to die before they do something? Let's go to the Northwest. Lakurawa, however it's called. An insurgent group that came in the disguise that they are protecting the people. And the people wholeheartedly submitted to them. You know why? Because of some spaces that are not just ungoverned, but ungovernable. And the people submitted only to discover that they are foreign terrorists. Do you talk about Niger? Good. The same thing. You saw how the governor of Niger State even descended to cutting the hair of Dada people. Do we go to the southeast, south,
But
southwest?
the government cutting the head of dreadlocks, that's not the president's problem.
No, it's frustration. No, the president is the one who is in charge of the security and welfare. He has the monopoly of the forces, has refused to cede the power to the state government by allowing them to have state police and giving them the commensurate arms to take on the insurgents that have superior power arms.
No, okay.
Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe said it's only a madman that goes to confront a man with a gun. You must be insane.
I wanted to take up, two issues. Wow. The first one is the issue of state police. And I see your point that when the president was going to change the anthem, it was quite and then of course the issue of the tax reform.
Yes, they pleaded with him.
Now the issue of the anthem is not as complicated as state police, but the issue of tax reform is quite something that is showed very clearly that this was the direction it is going. I think, and this is my own view too, I think that if you look at what he has represented, and that is what I am sticking by, he has been an advocate of state police. So I still believe, and I will be utterly disappointed if the 4 years is gone and we don't have state police. That's my counter on that. And then on the issue of
so my question to you on that is, why 4 years?
Why should we take 4 years?
Yes.
Yeah, well, no, I don't disagree with the facts. Look, the facts are the facts.
Because it's 2 years.
Yeah, there's no point about, there's no point, denying whatever the fact is.
Almost all the 36 governors, let's say 35, have agreed to state policy.
Yeah, so I don't think that he is blocking the state police. I think
he is
that
blocking
he is not
the state police.
I think that you are right that he's not as proactive as he was
blocking.
when he pushed the issue of tax reform, for instance.
That is blocking.
But it doesn't necessarily mean he's blocking
In criminal offense, I come as a lawyer.
Okay.
A crime is commission or omission.
Okay.
The same weight.
Okay, but then the limit.
You have just admitted that there is a crime of omission on this government.
Let me respond. The difference there,
Yes.
As a student of logic, I'm not a lawyer, but as a student of logic, is that the crime has been done and the time has elapsed. In this case, there's still 2 years. I don't deny the fact, but there's still 2 years.
I'm saying,
so you still have
if people
2
are
years
dying at this rate, and they're saying because we don't have enough men, we don't have enough boots on the ground, and you'd have to wait for another 2 years to allow. Look, 300 persons. 300 persons have died in Plateau State.
Don't let's debate.
I agree with you.
The facts.
I just want you to know that he's blocking it.
Yeah, so
by omission.
That's your
commission.
That's your view. I agree that indeed, yes, you are right to say that. Look, when he wanted the tax reform, he was very,
four different complex views.
Very strong about it. He made the point that, look, these guys don't know what they are saying, and I even commended him for that. Now, he hasn't done that for state police, but I think he still has time. Let's move on. There's a lot of things, Kenneth.
Yes.
Now,
and you were saying something about his threats, as in when he wants something.
Yeah.
Good. I listened to the khaki-wearing politician who used to say he's fighting for the people, but who is now a bourgeois in your studio. I'm talking about Adam Saliu Oshomole. And when he was talking about Tinubu, he said Tinubu is the only person that has not decamped from one party to the other, trying to create the deceit of consistency. Because we are talking about going into 2 years. The most inconsistent politician in Nigeria that has no ideology, no policy, no principle is His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I take it from 1999. I always say, don't take my words for it. We're talking about coalition. We're talking about this.
Yes.
And then somebody wants to give him as an example, as a person that has been consistent in being in opposition. White lie. In 1999, Tinubu was elected as a governor under AD. And his state is the most prominent state in Southwest.
Right.
The same 1999, AD went into coalition with APP and produced Olufalaye, and they voted Olufalaye under APP coalition.
That was in
1999. They did not even wait the next year. In 2003,
right.
Tinubu, as an AD governor,
Right.
they went into coalition with PDP, the same PDP, and they voted for Olusegun Obasanjo. Tinubu particularly showed his ballot paper and showed how he voted for Olusegun Obasanjo. They dumped Olufalaye. In 2000 and...
Did Olufalaye run in 2003?
Yes. No, he did not run. They've packed him up.
Yeah. So you can't say you dumped him in
what-
2003 because he didn't run in 2003.
That's Eddie.
Yeah, but he didn't run in 2003.
He did not run now. That's why they dumped him. They
Okay.
Good. They endorsed Olusegun Obasanjo to be their sole.
Yeah, but you didn't know that
Of another party.
You didn't know that Olufalaye wanted to run in 2003.
Whatever it is, he did not run.
So you didn't know. So you can't say they dumped him.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
Because he ran for them
in
1999.
Right.
In 2003. Obasanjo, that is his arch political, he call it rival, call it opponent in the Southwest. He aligned with him and personally voted for him, coalition with PDP. In 2007, and that is where Oshomole told a white lie. Tinubu had already fallen out with AD and their leadership at Ferry. He dumped them. He formed AC. And as a sitting governor of AD, decamped to AC because AD was still there.
No, but AD collapsed into AC, Kenneth.
No, they did not collapse. AD as a political party was still existing. He destroyed AD so that he will now no longer be under the leadership of AD, which is controlled and was controlled by Afenifere. So he formed a new party, AC. Remember, he ran under AD in 2003. In 2007, he wanted to run with Atiku Abubakar. The same Tinubu endorsed Atiku Abubakar. Atiku Abubakar was the presidential candidate of AC 2007. He wanted to be the vice presidential candidate. Atiku refused because of the Muslim ticket. So he decamped from AD into AC. Clearly, in 2011, he supported Goodluck Jonathan of PDP. Patient Jonathan just confirmed it by thanking them for throwing their support to the husband and herself. 2011.
Right.
In 2015, not because he loved Jonathan, but because Buhari did not agree with his terms. And that was why the coalition collapsed in 2011. In 2015, Buhari was willing to agree and concede to him. And he supported Buhari. This is a man that has never supported two presidential candidates in two elections from 1999 to 2015. 5 electoral circles. And you're telling me about consistency?
Okay, all right. So let's just take it forward. I'll make a comment on my own perspective, and then we move to something else that I wanted to talk about. Now, and I'm going to start with North Central, and then I'll build it up, Now, I personally think that what is happening in North Central, which is not new, is cumulative, is quite, for me, I find it very, very alarming. It's a very troubling situation. And I think that as a people, I think we have even lost our humanity up to a point, because those deaths, those callous attacks no longer infuriate us as it ought to be. Yes. Which is why, I have tried on this program to humanize the story, to talk about, actually read out the names of the people. And I found the statement of the governor of Plateau State, Caleb Mutfwang. I find it quite courageous to say that this is a genocide that is going on. Very, very forthright. Now, but I am willing to concede that, yes,
Tinubu is the one in charge, but this problem started long ago. I wish that he has the courage to deal with it, because what I think has happened is that we've not been blessed with courageous leadership who understand that the reason why you have power is to help the people to transform situation. Again, I'm still holding that hope. Now, the other issue I wanted to talk,
Okay.
Well, no, you've made your point now.
Okay, no, I wanted to point out
okay,
that
please go ahead.
I respectfully disagree with you that as a people,
right,
we have lost our humanity. Nigerians are the most, as a matter of fact, Nigerians are the most
I don't mean it. I don't mean it in a blanket sense.
I understand. That's what I'm saying. Because when you say it, it will appear as if we are now condoning or trying to contain. No, we are helpless in the front of incompetent leaders. Look at you. You're a journalist. You're not a soldier. So the best you can do is to be crying. And you're crying. What else will you do? Somebody begged, according to him, danced, and told you he has what it takes to stop it, and was given the chance, and it has exacerbated. So it is not a case of the people. The people are wailing and crying.
Well,
it's a case of leadership.
I agree with you.
And you talked about courage.
When I'm talking about, you will get back to that. When I was talking about the fact that we are losing our humanity, it's more about the political elites.
Yeah, the leadership.
Please go ahead.
We're
talking about.
Now,
you said I was talking about courage.
You said we have not had men that have courage. I agree. The only thing the politicians in power in Nigeria do, unfortunately, is that they like to afflict the people with the pathogen of fear. They like to afflict them with the virus and bacteria of fear, but we will inoculate them with the vaccine of courage. Because courage shall of necessity be more contagious than fear. If they don't want to show courage to solve our problem, we should show courage to take them out.
And that's the point. That's
not up to 5,000 persons, embarrassing 200 million persons.
I sat under Buhari or Shibajo, and it didn't happen the way we hope, which is why I'm here to say that, look, we need to give Nigerians the information that they need. We need to be able to talk about these things objectively and realistically. We need to engage and contest issues, which is what we are doing today. So now let's move on to your perspective about the president's not defecting, which Comrade said. I also believe, I don't agree with you that that the AD was slippery. What happened was that AD dissolved.
No.
Into AC. And okay, all right.
No.
So
AD existed.
No, it certainly existed.
Many years, good. So it did not dissolve.
No. The people, the main protagonists of AD dissolved into AC.
Who took them there?
Into AC. Well, it's leadership. Don't forget that.
That's what I'm saying. And you say it's not decamping.
No, that's not decamping.
What is it?
It's the same people that formed Alliance for Democracy, essentially, that moved.
Why did they not substantiate? Why did they not build AD? Why leave AD?
Well, look, so we can study those details.
That's decampment.
Let me explain. You've made your point, Ken. Let me explain. Yeah. So, what happened in 2003 was that there was supposed to be some kind of understanding, between AD governors in the Southwest and the president, then Obasanjo, and like you said, and the perspective, the mainstream perspective, Ken, is that Obasanjo, outplayed 5 of them except Tinubu, who was able to still say, look, we may not oppose you for presidency, but we are holding our ground. That was the agreement, but it turns out that Obasanjo managed to outwit the 5 others, or it's not in Oyo, we are Akonde in Osun, Niyi in Ekiti. There's one more state that we are missing.
I think you've called
Lagos, Oyo, Ondo. I think it's a different. I forgot the name of the governor in Ogun State, you know. So,
Ondo.
In Ondo State, yeah. So that was the seat. Now, so all of them were outwitted, outplayed, outdone by Obasanjo, except Tinubu.
Yes.
So that was how ACN. So AD was crushed in that defeat. So those leaders, including Oshoba, and most of these other governors, moved and said that, look, we are starting ACN, I mean AC first. So essentially, you know, Tinubu did not leave his people. Whatever name you call it, he kept with his people. Now,
which people?
Of the Southwest.
Afeni
The
Fere.
mainstream.
Afeni
No,
Fere.
the mainstream.
Yes.
The mainstream of the politics. Afeni Fere is not a political organization.
No, that's what I'm saying. Afeni Fere was the leader, political leader, that formed AD.
Afeni Fere is
under Abraham Adesonya.
Yes.
He was the one
and
who...
that AD,
yes.
I don't want us to get stuck here. And that AD lost the election in 2003. So the leaders of the Southwest, the political leaders of the Southwest, felt it was time to have to change, to metamorphosize into AC. That's the way I read it.
Okay, no.
But we don't have to.
You entitled to agree.
Exactly.
Yes.
So and since then, I will give, you know, a lot of things that I too am not satisfied with this administration. There's no doubt about that, and I've said it publicly. But I will still give Tinubu the credit that he stuck with his people, formed AC, and stood there. Look, even when the APC won the election in 2015, they still marginalized Tinubu, and he did not leave. So these are different. No, but I know they was marginalized.
Yes.
And the reason I say this point.
I understand what you're saying.
And the reason I make this point.
We are in
exactly. And the reason I make this point is it's not to.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's to just show that, look, these are issues of perspectives.
Yes.
So
is very funny.
Right.
Any nation that is blessed with diversity, they do not understand the power they wield. America became one of the most powerful nations on earth because of harnessing their diversity.
True.
If they want to take on any country, they will have people from that country that they have as citizens who enjoy free and equal everything in the eyes of the law. You can imagine if Nigeria can harness their diversity. We have access to Christian nations by our diversity. We have access to Muslim nations. We have access to black, whites, everything. And now you see this country because of leadership of people like Tinubu, who is antithetical to everything, our diversity. And any nation that rejects such spirit of diversity will continue to go down. If Tinubu rules Nigeria for 30 years, and I am quoting Boala, he cannot afford anything new. According to Boala, I said, don't take my words for it.
Kenneth, I must interject that,
Go ahead. He said even if you give him 30 years, is it not happening?
I mean, this is just a sidebar that we should treat quickly. I don't understand the logic of bringing a Boala. Since you raised it, I don't understand the logic of making a Boala a spokesperson. If you wanted to neutralize him, based on all the things that he has said about the president, it reflects badly on both of them, both himself and the president. Now, if the president wants to neutralize him, which is what I think he's doing, or if he wants to settle him, go and put him somewhere, but to bring a Boala, and it reflects badly, poorly on the character of Boala.
Now,
and you see how Boala has had to fight. There was even a time he went on TV and he was looking for water.
Yes.
I mean, his
throat was dry.
But that's a side matter.
Exactly. The only reason he was taken was to deny the opposition of Boala.
I
remember that.
I think I agree.
Immediately he was taken. Boala wanted to say, I'm the spokesperson. I said, shut up. You are not.
Yeah.
Can you imagine bringing a lawyer and saying he's a policy analyst? What policy is analyzed?
Let's move on.
Economics or what?
Ken, I want us to also talk about the state governors. And I will explain, and then you can also make your own comment. Now, let me restate my view. I also have issues with this government. No doubt about it. But I'm holding out hope. That's the difference between you and me.
Yes, I'm already hopeless.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, I'm holding out hope because something tells me that with all these things that this man, I mean, this man was the one, he was the leader of progressive politics. So I'm going to give him his 4 years. All right. So I will say that state governors are in charge, okay, of education. They're in charge of health. They can make things happen in a Greek. They can provide human capital development. They can even ensure that the productivity of agriculture in their states can actually bring some kind of succor to their people. This was what happened during regional governments. You know, I mean, I grew up in the West, so I can talk about how you know, as regional, you know, premier, you know, was able to do free education, free health, and even in the Second Republic, UPN did free health and free education. These were state policies. UPN was not in the federal government. How much responsibility are you willing to concede that the governors have in what it is that is the fate of the country today? Ken?
Very good. First and foremost, you talked about agriculture.
Yeah.
How can somebody go to the farm when if he goes to the farm, he will be killed? It happened in Enugu, my state. It happened in Benue. It happened in Plateau. It happened in everywhere in Nigeria. In Edo, you recall that those 16 people were killed because of apprehension that the natives have been killed consistently.
Yeah.
So how do you go to agriculture when your life? That's why I'm saying, why don't you give these people state police so that I will have a reason to blame them?
But aren't you giving the governors
no, let me comment. No, let me comment. I just talked. No,
okay.
I just talked about agriculture.
Yeah.
Because when you give somebody leeway to escape whatever you say, you can't blame him. Now, let's talk about, because they say when the fish starts getting rotten from the head, there is nothing you can do to the body. It must rot away. He talked about Awo. Awo ran through federalism. The resources of the Southwest was in his hand. And he paid tax to the federal government. 50% of it. Give the same thing to these governors. I will be the first to blame them. How do you blame them? They come cap in hand to Abuja. And whatever you give them, at whatever time you give them, that's what they will operate on.
But they can raise money from the states, Ken.
Good. You know one thing? I am telling you the major things you mentioned.
Yeah.
Am I exonerating the governors completely? No. But when you now have a governor a president that can remove a governor for no reason.
It's absolutely unacceptable. I don't accept that too.
Very good. So if this president now, that's why I say they are afflicting people with the pathogen of fear, with the disease of fear. Whatever they tell these governors down to do, why are they defecting? For the same reason, fear. So I cannot heap blames on the governor, even though they share some. But you can only blame them as much as you want to blame them. But when you come to facts, you will see that they will defeat you on those facts. Fear is amongst them. People can go to the farm. Can you imagine the governor of Plateau State? He guaranteed his people, after that first attack, that they were going to do something. Within 48 hours, almost 100 persons were killed again.
Yeah.
So, if the governor now tells you, go, you will be safe, would you trust his words? In Enugu, sit at home, or let me say southeast. At the initial stage, people wanted to say, go to hell. How can we feed our family? Until their cars are being bombed, until they are being killed. So when you tell people to, no, come out, and they come out and they are killed, do you think they will obey your order? So the issue here is this. As far as security is concerned, the federal government alone cannot handle it.
Absolutely.
Cede this power to the state.
But Ken, I must tell you.
Good.
I must tell you that
so,
in the last
I know where you're coming from, but then they are completely.
Okay. All right. Good.
They don't have power over their own resources.
Yeah. Good point, Ken. And I don't disagree. Like I said, there's no point disagreeing with the reality. in the last National Economic Council meeting, the issue of state police was on the agenda.
Yes.
But they skipped it. The governors are the 30s, there are probably about 40 members of NEC. The governors are 36. And they are not insisting on the urgency of state police. I agree with you already that it seems that the president is not pushing as much force as he pushed behind the issue of tax reform, behind state police, because when he saw that, he said, this is where I'm going, But what about the governors? How are they not? Why are they not? Ken, yes. Why shouldn't the governors be banging the table at every opportunity that we need state police and we need it now?
All right, guys, I have to stop it right there so we can just move on. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. How are you guys doing today? Happy Saturday to every one of you. A link will be posted for those of you that want to join us. Please come in on time. It's Saturday anyway. It's a day that most cases we finish the broadcast early, except we are engaged. I appreciate all mother for mom diaspora. Good evening to you, mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. I appreciate you always. Thank you, Abu Azi. I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of you right there. I've showcased almost everybody already. I greet you all. Peter Ife, Wabo Phillies, Timmy Dibe, Mike Akambare, many more. God bless you all. Peggy Modi, Smart, I can see you all right there. That's Smart, I can see you as well. Debsy, I can see you. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. All right. On today's broadcast, we showcased Kenneth Kwoko for the second time today. Part of it was showcased earlier on this morning, on a recorded video. But we just decided to play all the video because when it comes to Kenneth Kwoko, you don't really have any part to cut off. Yes, let's be honest, because he's one of the people that I sit down gidigba to watch and listen to. As you all can see right there on the screen, Akpabio, they're already mocking Nigerians, not just the political opponents. I said there will be nothing like political parties in 2027. So their mission is to make sure that they turn the country to a one-party state. They have proven that by their utterances or their doings for the past couple of months now. For example, the APC national chairman came out the other day that there's no need for other parties. There's nothing wrong if the country is going to be one-party state. We projected it and we read the article here as well. Now, Akpabio, a man that's supposed to be seated president, although we know how it is, that is 100% for Tinubu. So their mission, in this, their destination is to make sure that they totally wipe out every other political parties in Nigeria. Then we're not going to have only one party in Nigeria, which is going to be satanic APC. We're only doing our part here, but we don't have the power to stop them. We just come out to express our displeasure, our dissatisfaction, express and pour out our plight. That's what we do here, but we don't have the power to do much. So that's it right there. I'm going to go to Edo State right now. As you all know that, those of you that is from Edo State, something is going on in Edo State. A lot have been going on in Edo State anyway for the past couple of weeks or months. Since this new governor came into power, he's doing his best. At the same time, he's doing a lot of damages. But the man that we all have been fighting for the past 5-6 years, if I'm not mistaken, that man there you can see on the screen, his name is called Ohen of Okhoromi. I personally handle this man. Personally, I and my Naija Watch family here, I put my life out there to make sure I fall this man. I try everything possible to fall him. I did everything. I dragged the House of Assembly, Edo State House of Assembly Speaker. I dragged Obaseki, the executive governor of Edo State. I dragged, in fact, a lot of people were dragged. Governor Obaseki personally told me, because something I want to tell you guys now is something that I've not properly revealed, even though I've referenced around it. At that time, the former governor of Edo State, Governor Obaseki, I reached out to him because he brought up the list of the people that the committee that is created at that particular time for land grabbing, the people that are supposed to be arrested. On that list, Ohen of Okhoromi name was not part of it. Then I reached out to Governor Obaseki. I hope you guys can hear me though. I may not constantly say I don't talk for like 378 years now and nobody's hearing me. Please, somebody should just confirm my voice that can hear me because nobody on the panel right now. Okay, while I wait for that, let me go on a quick break. I'll see you guys shortly. All right. Thank you very much, my people, for confirming that particular request that you guys can hear me. God bless you all. Now, at that time, Ohen of Okhoromi was a project for me here. Back to back, every blessed day. At that particular time, some people might be wondering, why is this man, carrying this matter so high in this manner or whatever? What happened at that time was this man, I've always, how do I put it on? He have demolished so many people's houses. In fact, there's one particular woman that died in the process of this satanic man called Ohen of Okhoromi, a pregnant woman. He stole people's land. He resell a land that have been sold previously before and all that. A lot of people came in to complain to me at that time. Then I took this whole thing by putting my life out there. The reason why I stop in totality is what I want to tell you guys now, even though I know that I was not being appreciated by my people, by my Adolites. But the main reason why I decided to say, okay, I have to let go. I reached out to Governor Obaseki. I'm saying this now on air in case this can be documented. Then Governor Obaseki reached out back to me. I'm not saying he sent anybody. He reached out to me himself. He told me that he understands my request, that Ohen of Okhoromi have to be arrested. But the reason why he cannot arrest Ohen of Okhoromi is because Ohen of Okhoromi is a subject to the Oba of Benin. Hi! I was shocked. I said, sir, what do we do? He said, there's nothing that he can do at all because Ohen of Okhoromi was appointed by the Oba of Benin. Because of that, he doesn't have the power or he cannot arrest him. He now looks like my fight at that particular time was about to end up in vain. I said, okay. I decided to step down because I tried everything. I dragged all of them. The house, this, you know what it means. Marcus Onubu, the Edo State House of Assembly Speaker, was dragged. This was the letter, continuous letter. This one was addressed to the House of Assembly at that particular time. This one was 2021, September 6th, 2021. you know, and at the end of the day, nothing happened. Michael Sonobu told me that they cannot arrest him. They can only try everything possible to see how they can stop him from demolishing people's house, stealing people's lands and other properties, confiscating people's properties. This guy he was actually behaving at that time, till just yesterday before he was arrested today, like the owner of Nigeria. In his words, unquote, he always ended by saying, go anywhere, nothing can happen to me. Go call police, go lawyer. And he was having some satanic lawyers that were working for him at that time. This is one of the things that I talk about. Una know what is wrong, una go still do am. And I decided to say, okay, what can I do? Let me step down. Let's walk on the ground. Not knowing that even since that time, we did not end for Ohen of Okhoromi matter till today. We did not end, but we now have to go low. I stopped taking people's requests, but the main subject, the main person himself have to be brought down. We work with so many people, even the former commissioner for Governor Obaseki, who is now currently a spokesperson, you know, a legal spokesperson for Mode Okpebolo. I discussed with him in January. I said, this Ohen of Okhoromi have caused so many people's pains. What are we going to do about it? We discussed extensively. I want to let you guys know today, even though nobody giving me my credits, I want to give myself a big applaud that I have done excellently well. Unfortunately, we came from a place where people don't really give you your credits that much. This man was not an ordinary person, was a powerful person that they bundled away today. Before I will continue with my submission, I would like you guys to listen, you know, watch a bit, even though I've uploaded the video already today. I want you to watch a little bit of how this man was shivering when the police jumped into his house today to bundle him like a frog. Let's take this one together quickly, then I'll come back with my submission. Bear with me, guys. Let me see.
All right, guys. This one now from Edo State. Today, 17th May 2025, Ohen of Okhoromi have been bundled. Police jump through the fence of Ohen of Okhoromi, enter inside the compound, they bundle him. The bundle come out. For the past couple of days now, allegedly, Tony Kabaka, comrade Tony Kabaka, don't they use police, they hunt this one for Okhoromi. According to him himself on a video that will be attached to this particular video. But today, they don't bundle him. He was on the live stream. He went live on Facebook during the time where police wanted bundle him. I will showcase all of the film now, right now. For those of you who doesn't know who is this Ohen of Okhoromi, Ohen of Okhoromi have committed a lot of atrocities in Edo State. He was once a subject to the Benin Kingdom, to the palace. He have demolished so many best houses. He have confiscated so many people's landed properties. He have put a lot of Edolite into pains on ND pains. There was a time this satanic Ohen of Okhoromi said, I can do and will do and nothing can happen. Man, don't spill everything. Let's watch this together.
It's me and my children that are still at home, just like I said. They have been tormenting us, hiring boys, including police, surrounding my house, trying to pull off my gate this morning. Me and my children. Just like I said, I will not run away from anybody. I will not run away and leave my children at home for them to kill us. Because you people should follow me. You people should follow me. Yeah, la wake up already.
I thought I said not there.
When you have pay one.
No,
Yes, worry. Yes, worry. When you have pay one, I put it again. Yes, worry. Worry. Yes. Mommy, I will get you though.
Yeah, when I
not the entrance room.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, but get. I'll be
What is the problem?
I'll be out.
Come outside here. What's your problem? Look it. I don't feel okay.
Oh yeah, nobody knock my gate. Nobody knock place.
Sit down here. Order there to break that door. Order there to break that door.
No problem. I'll sit down. Come on, baby.
Okay, what do you do?
I've not done anything. I've not done anything. They broke all my house, broke everything. Don't beside my compound. Wait till I do, Oga. I'm just the Ohen of Okhoromi community. I never did anything. I never break any house. I don't even go to bush.
You don't see me before?
Eh?
You don't see my face before? Look at me very well. You don't see me before?
You already are breaking my house.
Hey, off that thing.
Break everywhere.
Up, off that. Everything.
We're up.
The one after that. Check the whole room of that. This is the man now. No, nobody enter.
Get it.
Bring the back.
No, you may ask me like
After we won in court, because we won in court, because we won in court, I'm not the record of that.
Keep your phone first. Keep your phone. What do you have? Go down.
We don't know. We know the yes who we don't know. Now we get the pass back because she said it as the next time. Not the yes person they know. We know the yes. You know the yes person.
I'm not scared of anybody. You all look like
Yes,
Mona killer. We want that. Madam, keep your phone. Madam, keep your phone.
The grace.
Now, government, you know win. You know. When professor who was a governor, no win election. Even when the election, am I way? Either you don't want to. I'm not a criminal. I'm just a Ohen of Okhoromi. Representative of the Oba in Okhoromi village. For some days now, Tony Kabaka has been terrorizing me with police because he said he know police. Because he said he know police. Come and kill me in my house. Come and kill me in my house. Please. Daddy. Why is the bail and the police? Go that way. Well,
Huh? Where is he? I'm not a criminal. Tony Kabaka started bringing police to my house, harassing my visitors. I wrote a petition against some people who were selling community land illegally. I'm the one that wrote the petition against them. To correct them, not to sell community land again.
All right. That particular man there telling you that I'm not a criminal was one, in fact, one of the worst things that have ever happened in my state, Edo State, since I was born. In fact, Ohen of Okhoromi era is even more than Anini's era. Yes. Ohen of Okhoromi have frustrated a lot of Edolites in diaspora. People who suffered to make their money, come back home, buy land, build house. Let's assume you bought land and then later on then I say, oh, the land is not yours and you have not erected any building there. That's a different thing, right? This satanic Ohen of Okhoromi, Owokan Igbinovia, we bring down already living house. Proper house where people don't they live in. Mansion, he go carry bulldozer. Just last month here, he said he won a case in court. I don't know how he won any case without no authorization. Nobody gave him the right or whatever. He went to his to Okhoromi community with bulldozer and start demolishing houses. During the time of Governor Obaseki, this guy, this is one of the things I will give. I will give praises, or rather, should I use the word praises or applaud for Mode Okpebolo. Obaseki could not do anything to this guy. And he told me why. You know, a lot of Edo people were dragging Obaseki is disrespectful to the Oba Palace, is disrespectful to the king, is disrespectful. So because of that, Obaseki were being careful. He told me personally, I'm on air talking. He told me, he not said the spokesperson. He told me personally that Elvis, I cannot do this. Is a subject to the Oba of Benin. Then I spoke to one or two persons. Now looks like, what am I now fighting for them? Because it looks like all the fight women go fight, nothing will happen to this guy. And those States House of Assembly at that time, Marcus Onubu could not do anything. Phyllis Shaibu, we reached out to him at that time. He could not do anything. The governor of Edo State could not do anything. Then we went to the Oba Palace with the protest. We went to the Oba Palace with the protest more than 2 or 3 times, if I'm not mistaken. Nothing happened. I said, okay, we have to walk underground. We have to walk underground. I don't live in Benin, but I have properties there. I've invested there. It's my dear state. I love my state. We cannot have touts like this tormenting the Edolites without nothing is happening. I just hope whatever that happens today may not be said tomorrow or next tomorrow. Now they don't let him make it go, ask me go relax. He needs to pay. He needs to pay for all the atrocities he has committed throughout the years. He needs to pay. Now, about courtesan, I would like to switch. Emmanuel Akpabio did a video. For those of you from Edo State will understand what I'm saying right now. Comrade Emmanuel Akpabio did a video. And that video from our platform went viral because I rebroadcasted that particular video, saying that allegedly that the deputy governor of Edo State might be a cultist. But now, Emmanuel Akpabio is on the run because allegedly the deputy governor of Edo State is chasing him I would like to quickly reference to this video before I come in with some documentation. Guys, just bear with me. Let me reference, because some of you might not remember this video anymore. So it's good I quickly reference to it. Okay, there you go. Let me just put on the screen. Bear with me, guys. There you go. All right, guys. How are you guys doing? This one is a shocking revelation. A very, very shocking revelation. Now, Comrade Emmanuel Aigbogun don't come out now. Come talk, say, Edo State Governor, which you and I know that is currently demolishing lots of buildings in Edo State because of the ongoing courtism, cultist affiliation, whatever, ritualism, and kidnapping in Edo State. Now, Comrade Emmanuel Aigbogun, with his shocking revelation, saying that the Governor Okpebolo's deputy governor, Dennis Idausa, is also a cultist, allegedly. Then he went on that so many people in his cabinet are all cultists. In fact, this revelation, ordinary person of a revealer, now powerful people like Comrade Emmanuel Aigbogun and if he revealer. You know why? Because he know these people go reach inside their bedroom. My people, may not be like saying that me talk am. Make we hear with you, Comrade Emmanuel Aigbogun want talk concerning the deputy governor of Edo State and other members in the cabinet of the governor of Edo State, Governor Okpebolo. Let's watch this, guys.
I remain no other person than yours, noble right activist, Comrade Aigbogun Emmanuel. And if you're just joining me live, just as the caption goes, the true way out of court killings, businesses running. For those some of us who have Edo at heart, who have always been on the forefront to campaign against these incessant killings of young persons in the name of color, we just have a few words for the government of the day. Firstly, we want to commend the governor for activities thus far, but as stakeholders in this movement, we believe it is necessary for us to advise and advocate for the right thing to be done so as to totally eradicate this menace of court killings in our society. As I speak to you, the sole reason why this killing have persisted is not because our youths are jobless. No, it is because of the police have made it a bargaining chip to make money with these court groups. When they arrest them, they find it difficult duty to make sure that those who are whistleblowers, who will come out to say, we saw these XYZ persons shooting and killing in the name of courtists, they will be given some level of enumeration as a way of, will I call it grants, or as a way of pledge, or as a way of, what's it called, bounty for giving out information of this person. Because in any society where somebody was killed, a group of persons were at the corner looking at those persons who actually killed. Some of them are natives of that society. Some of them are indigenous of that community. So people saw who killed. But the problem is that those people do not feel protected to come out and give government the information because of the complex nature of our society, which is not the discussion for today. But in the other hand, those persons who will be courageous enough to come out to give government the actual information, they should be made to enjoy from the security votes of Mr. Governor. Only to the fact that the governor has demonstrated a high level of seriousness towards eradicating this menace of killing, which I strongly commend the governor for. Mr. Governor, having said this, I would want to conclude on this, my advice to you, which is a very strong one. You have to desist from associating with these politicians who are cultists. The reason is this: for some of us who are very connected to the bush radio in the streets, we can gladly tell you that your intention to demolish the arena yesterday have been perceived as an action that was supported by your deputy, which has made it not to show himself before any demolition exercise that you have gone to monitor in recent days. And for some of us who believe that these allegations of your deputy and other few persons around your government who they suspect to be cultists, they should come out heavy to show the evidences if they have any. But if they don't have any, if you know that these persons are close to you in government and they will truncate this exercise. You have to distance yourself from them. I do not know why these cult groups, they try to whip up sentiments all the time. But for me, I want to strongly say, for those persons who the society and the public know that are members of these cult groups that are appointees of government, government should find a way to make a way of them. Because at the end of the day, with or without them, government must exist, government must strive, and government must deliver the dividends of good governance for our people. My Excellency, if you're able to truncate these cult groups from carrying out all these activities by way of demolition, you should also find the arenas of other cult groups, the secretariats of other cult groups within the state, and demolish them, whether they are the ones who are directly involved in the killings or not, whether they are members of pirates, whether they are members of Eye, whether they are members of Mafites, whether they are members of Vikings, whatever secretariat they have in some parts of Benin City, whether Saple Road, whether Aduawa, whether name it Obahi, whatever part they have these their temples or whatever is being called, government should carry out thorough investigation and ensure that those infrastructure or those buildings are brought down. I want to commend the governor to have taken this bold step. We have seen governors, we have seen Oyegu, we have seen Igbomodia, we have seen Lucky Benedion, we have seen Oshomole, we have seen Osumbo, we have seen Obaseki. None of them were able to do what you have done. You have not also shown us that you have the interest of Edo in terms of development. You have also shown us that you have the interest of Edo in terms of morals for our young ones, and I commend you for that. To this end, no level of compromise, because what actually brought about this recent killing, I will let the governor know, was when these cultists saw that a group of persons went to one shop in GRA known as Best Place to shoot, and it was just a mere talk of they should come to my aid, they should come to my aid. They saw it as like the government was playing with it and the kid gloves. That was what gingered most of them to go all out to start killing. That is on one side. And on the other side too, these cult groups believe that for their members that they have killed, as has always been, they must always revenge at the slightest opportunity they find themselves. So, Mr. Governor, this last killing that was discovered a few days ago, or was carried out yesterday, that I think most of the social media critics and bloggers against for your government have been talking about, I think the society where that killing was happened, you should visit there and place a reward for anybody who can come to tell you and the police authority the actual persons who carried out these killings.
Okay, I guess you guys understand what Comrade Emmanuel Agbogu talked for them. It was not directly calling the deputy governor a cultist. He said the rumor going on, the people in your cabinet, your deputy governor, and other affiliated people, you have to checkmate them. Now, the deputy governor reacted. As we talk, so some say they don't arrest him, and Agbogu, some say Agbogu is on the road. I don't see him make a talk to her. I don't know where it is. Because they are chasing him because of this particular video. They also try to reach out to us that we should bring the video down, which you and I know that Nigeria don't know they do all those kind of play with anybody. Those kind of backyard play. I don't do it with anybody. Because at the end of the day, with the broadcasted video, the owner of the video, we have his 100% permission to use this video at any time. So, but now, the deputy governor reacted with this letter, which I would like to take quickly. As soon as they see it for there, although it's quite tiny, I'll see if I can read it from here. Let me see if I can make it bigger from my end. Even from my end, it's very, very tiny. No, you already told the truth, but let's see. Edo State Government of Nigeria, Office of the Deputy Governor, rebutter of allegations against the Deputy Governor of Edo State. My attention has been drawn to a video circulating on social media in which one Emmanuel Agbogu forcefully accused me, Honorable Dr. Dennis Idahosa, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, of being a member of a secret court. In the said publication, Mr. Agbogu mentioned my name and those of other notable citizens of Edo State, alleging that we are members of various court groups in the state. I categorically state that these accusations are spurious, defamatory, malicious, unfounded, and grossly misleading. They are a deliberate attempt to tarnish my hard-earned reputation and to undermine my unwavering dedication to public service. These allegations also seek to distract his administration's ongoing effort to combat cultism and restore peace and order in Edo State. The claim that I am affiliated with any secret court group is entirely false and baseless. I vehemently deny any involvement, both past or present, in court-related activities. As a public servant and the current deputy governor of Edo State, I have also upheld the highest standard of integrity, transparency, and accountability in serving the good people of Edo State and Nigeria at large. Let me again reiterate that I consider this publication not only slanderous, but also a direct attack on my character. I will not treat it lightly, and I will pursue all legal avenues to ensure that such defamation is addressed within the full extent of the law. This administration remains firmly committed to its zero tolerance policy on cultism and other societal vice. Court-related activities are a menace to our communities and the development of our dear states. And we will continue to work tirelessly to root them all out. Then, in conclusion, now I get for the screen. Make I make my whole big for this side. Bear with me. We're almost done. Now, let this one I present today, all this one, and then I'm done. I don't run with that. Then, in conclusion, for the avoidance of doubt, I'm not and I have never been a member of any secret cult. I'm a Christian and a steadfast believer in the teaching of Jesus Christ. I urge all well-meaning citizens of Edo State to remain vigilant and continue supporting our collective effort to eradicate cultism and uphold the values of peace, justice, and development. Honorable Dr. Dennis Idahosa, Deputy Governor of Edo State, signature. Una see am for them. Currently, that man wanna see say talk just now. Comrade Emmanuel Akpabio is on the run. You know the problem we get for Nigeria, eh? When you try to speak the truth or direct your submission to the truth, then you'll be chased. Instead of them to investigate it, there might be every possibility that Honorable Dennis Idahosa is not a cultist. And Emmanuel Akpabio did not directly accuse him as a cultist. You know, but according to his submission, was allegedly based on the rumor circulated. You see, let's be honest to ourselves, my people. Let's be honest. Let me say this. Maybe this one now will make the Steve verse. I know say people like me, they talk, I look your face. I don't care if you be governor or anything. Who sent you? Before you become governor, some of our family or member or papa, all of them don't rule the state where you did now. Who you be? We not send you now. Who send you? We have to say it how it is. If really we want to fight this cultism of a thing, you went to demolish the Black Arts Secretariat or their big house, which is good. I don't have any problem with that. How come you did not go for other colors and demolish their headquarters or whatever? Till now, you didn't. You only went for one. That's one. Then two, you and I know that this cultism of a thing is like a blood flow. You know, when virus enter your blood, you know, if you don't quickly treat it, it circulates across all your bloods. You and I know that cultism is in every sector in Nigeria. You know, till today, including the government where they talk, Governor Akpabio, inside cabinet, it dey inside there. Court is there inside there. Tinubu cabinet, they inside there. All our judiciaries they are everywhere. Some of them have grown past it, but they used to be. It's just that Pastor Sage Zeyamu was once a cultist. The same Pastor Sage Zeyamu wanted to become the governor of Edo State. The same man who poured acid on somebody. Now, Oshomole, I tell us, Oshomole, his best friend. They tell us Pastor Sage Zeyamu was a cultist. He poured acid on one of his schoolmates at that particular time. The time everybody they heard that time, and he want to become a governor. Now, which Oshomole take kill him with that? He can't bring Obaseki come at that time. When the same Oshomole want defeat Obaseki in second term, when he refused to give Obaseki ticket to come in second term, then he was now presenting the same Pastor Sage Zeyamu to become the next governor of Edo State. Everything he said about this pastor, he can't try to make us sweet again for the gullible Edo life, but it didn't work. So let's be honest. We might not be sure who is the cultist, but we can say that there's cultists almost every sector in Nigeria. And Akpabio is doing the Lord's work. I applaud him for what he's doing, to be honest. He's doing the right thing right now because the rate of killings in Edo State, God. But right now, Comrade Emmanuel Akpabio is on the run. They pursue and they go. Now, another person will go try on camera tomorrow and make it talk with he believes, say, that they cause problem and go they fear. Because when you speak, they chase you. I understand, like I said, Dennis Idahosa might not be a cultist. To be honest, that guy have a very, very good reputation. Let's be honest. Yes. Honorable Dennis Idahosa have a very, very good reputation. Despite that, is under Akpabio working. Even Akpabio himself said, if you, like I have stated, do I know anything about Akpabio? I don't even know Akpabio before. Now, this election period, I didn't know Akpabio. I don't know before. So someone like me will not know person before. Now, can't they tell you saying a bad person or good person? I don't know. I don't know. But I can categorically say that Dennis was doing a wonderful job as a rep member in Ovia that time. I projected more of his work here on this platform. And those videos are still on my platform till tomorrow. But chasing Emmanuel Akpabio now is, just tell him to explain what he's trying to say. Why can't we give people the platform to express themselves properly? Even though people try to give their submissions in riddles. It's your responsibility to call them, to dissect it properly. But now they pursue them, they go. Emmanuel Akpabio not a person they fear to talk. I know that guy, they fear to talk. As you they beat him for head, they talk from back. If they beat him from back, they talk from front. He's a very brave man. Yes. I've never seen Akpabio come on air to lie against anybody. He only just pass information. And he's a very learned person as well. He don't just talk anyhow. I know many of you don't like him because he was supporting Oshomole against Obaseki and all that. But yeah, is that enough for you to be blind or for me to be blind, not to see what is good or what is bad? There's cultists almost everywhere in Nigeria. Let's be honest to ourselves. My people, that's all I have for you guys today. I've done my part. I presented everything how it should be. I have only one panelist. I'm happy that the one of our big voices is here with me, so he can take this all together for us. In case anybody want to call in, 10 seconds, you can call in now so that I take your call quickly. Later on, I might not be able to take your call. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you so much for your time with us. God bless you all. Smart, thank you very much earlier on for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. Your pocket never run dry. Smart. Guys, you can do the same by pressing on the dollar sign. It's just right there, blinking at you. Encourage what we do here. Press on the like button. Help us to share our videos, take our voices far. Because we don't have a call right now, I'd like to just go straight to Mr. Jonathan to take us through. Mr. Jonathan, I'm very pleased, grateful to have you on the show at this particular time, especially when I needed you most. Good evening to you, sir. I beg, I'd like you to talk to us. It looks like you're not there, or not to hear you. Oh, Mr. Jonathan is not even available.
Well, can you hear me?
Now I can hear you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. Happy weekend.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Are you free to talk now, or I should give you some time?
No, I can talk now.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Just talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening to you. God bless you for the good work you are doing. I greet you.
Thank you, sir.
And I greet Mommy Diaspora once again. Happy weekend. God bless you greatly. And all the callers and all the prospective callers and all the commenters. I greet everyone. Welcome. The reason why I decided to join, I was listening midway to your submission on the Edo State matter.
Yeah.
I tried to play back the broadcast to see, but when I joined, but the reason why I decided to join eventually was, to talk on this Edo State thing that you're talking about, kind of catch my attention, and I want to talk about it from a broader perspective of governance in Nigeria, a broader perspective. You see, governance is a joke in Nigeria, not just at the federal level, at the state level, down. It's all a joke. And I'm not going to take side. Everybody has a part. The government.
Okay, Mr. Jonathan, before you continue, because you will talk for a while. We have Black Panther on the phone. Let me quickly just listen to you. Black Panther. Yeah, thank you, my brother. Good evening to you. Quickly talk to us.
Good day, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you, guys. You guys are doing a wonderful job. A lot of people are busy, I know. But our being very busy, we should also try to, put on our headset and listen to the voice of truth in Nigeria. So everybody just put on your headset. Let's sit there and contribute in one way or the other. Let's not be weak. This is time for us to move forward, because Edo State is an experiment on how we are going to curtail the menace of fraternizing with cultists and cultism in the society in Nigeria as a whole. I want to say here in Nigeria, God bless you. Thank you for what you have been doing, behind the whole thing. You have been working earnestly. I want to also thank you for broadcasting it today. And I want to thank all the powers for taking a decisive decision on what the menace a subject to the palace has been doing. And I want to say here concerning the cultism in Edo State, the governor of the state, despite his way he came into power, is doing a great job. And I won't utter any word against him at all. I will just say he's doing a great job, because the way and models which he's doing about, let us look at it and let us talk on where the lapses are, and so that we can be corrected. They are listening to you, my dear one. They are listening.
Of course.
So that's what we should do. And on the cultism itself, when they said the deputy governor, let us put a red flag there. And I hate when somebody is talking about himself. I say, I'm a Christian. If you just mention that one, and you just put one red flag on top of your head, because this is not a matter of Christianity. This is a matter of humanity. Don't put religion. Religion is in place. It's an escape route for many people, especially in Nigeria, around the world. So anybody that put on a Christianity first, I'm a devoted Christian, blah 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 blah, you are a suspect. So he is a suspect. And I want to tell you all that if you have been going through the media where the black cats and other people, they are doing their jolly. I go institution, I want to be jolly. I've seen most of the Nigerian elite, the big men. I see them. Even your own popular friend, I've seen them. All the Cubana themselves. All of them are frat members now, including the one they call number one. He's a frat man now. I know them. I can give you that. If you want, I can give you their full name. They are frat men. They don't have disguising. They don't show them when they shake, they do one, they hammer, they show them for public. So, Mr. Nagawa, nobody can say, like I said yesterday, I say, in every household, there in the Benin, there is an average. One person is a courtist, or one person is a friend to courtist. I say this with boldness. Let them go and say with boldness and with authority. I was once in a high institution. All these people, they hide themselves. Now even their footsteps will show you say they're the courtist. Even the way they look to you. All right. The one they call number one for music rap. When they call number now fraternity man. I know in code. The one they do say that they give gift. All of them are frat person. When they help when they help our all the name.
All right. Let's move on. Thank you.
So thank you very much for everything. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate your voice to this. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Jonathan, finally, you have the floor. Talk to us.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. I greet Mr. Black Panther for that comment. You know, it's one of the areas that I want to touch on. The rebuttal given by the deputy governor of Edo State. You see, I wanted to talk on that part, you know, in the middle of my submission or towards the end of my submission, but Black Panther raised it. Let me just touch it. You see the desperation in that reporter statement. It's a desperate reporter statement. And that desperation is very, very clear. It's an act of deception and looking for sympathy. Quick. I mean, quick. Looking for sympathy. You see, that's what happens all over Nigeria. Deception. Because people are gullible. It's not an allegation. It's not a statement of correction. It's a statement of fact in Nigeria. Nigerians are gullible. And if you play on their gullibility, you will catch them. You can set the trap. All of them will enter that trap, as in like without, just close your eyes before you open it. All of them, millions of them will enter that trap of gullibility. Just set it up for them. All of them will enter. That's one trap. Or you are giving a statement of rebuttal. You are talking about you are a Christian, and if your faith, you believe in Jesus Christ. Is that what we're talking about here? Because they know that Nigerians are gullible. Once you touch religion, once you mention Jesus Christ, their defenses you just break it. Every defense that they are put on it will just fall like a pack of cards. It will just collapse. Once they hear Jesus Christ, even the worst sinner in Nigeria, once he hears Jesus Christ, that is just Nigerians for you. It doesn't mean they will change from their sin. No, they are still the worst of. They are still despicable people. It doesn't change you, but if you want to catch them, just play that card. As you are reading that rebuttal statement, the moment you got to that second to the last paragraph, and I saw that statement, I said, "This man is playing a brilliant one." You know, deception. That's just what it is. So that statement just summarize it all. So it's but let me go to the core of the matter. You know, for me, as I said earlier, that I just want to look at it from the broader perspective of governance in Nigeria. You see, courtism is everywhere in Nigeria. We know that. What's more is just the fact that it's going on at an alarming rate in Edo State. It's at an alarming rate. And I said that the government is a joke. You cannot stop courtism. You cannot curb it. You cannot fight it effectively in Edo State. And you are talking about stopping Fulani terrorists. Courtism in your state, you can't stop it. So you can see with which hands you want to fight the Fulani terrorists. Because with your hands are full already fighting courtism. If indeed you are true to it, then how do you now want to face that? How do you want to face the broader one of that are buying the majority of the people, capturing the entire state, the Fulani terrorists? How? Because your hands are full with this courtism issue. Any serious government, Edo State now in particular, must take it seriously to stop it, period. If you are not part of it, if the people around you are not part of it, then stop it. It's not, stop it. It's an internal issue in that state. And you have to start from the top. That's it. Stop it. And I will say this also to Comrade Emmanuel Agbokum. I will say this to him too. I have some questions. My question to him is this: at what point did he know this? You see, in Nigeria, we play all this. That is the reason why in Nigeria we don't always ask questions. So, because when we ask questions, people will say you are against the person. Asking question, critical one, rational question, logical question, does not mean that you are against the person or you are against the government. That is the normal way. Even if we are not, that's just the normal way. The first thing I learned in business school is that you must, when you get questions, objections they call it, it is a sign of, it's a good sign. It's a good sign for you. If you want to get anything and people are coming with objections, it's a good sign that that thing is going to work out. That business is going to be successful. That plan you have on the table. But when there are no objections at all, everything, people are just, probably just ailing you. Just know that project is dead on arrival. It's not going to work. And so when we ask questions and we raise objections, it's a sign of good things. So it doesn't mean that we hate the person. It doesn't mean that we're against the person. It doesn't mean that we are not supporting him or we are not. No. It is to help both of us. And so to Comrade Emmanuel, here are my questions. At what point did you know this? You don't need to tell us your source. At what point did you know this? Is it today? Was it yesterday? To go further, was it before Governor Akpabio was elected crookedly? Yes. Is the governor today? Was it before? Was it during the campaign? Was it after? At what point did you know? Because this is the only way we can get to the crux of the matter. That is exactly, that's what politicians play on, our inability to ask questions. They play on it. They use it against us. Because when you are romancing them, they will come after you. If you want to be white, be white. If you want to be black, be black. Period. At what point did you know? Because for me, I can because the politicians now will conclude that you are against them. Perhaps because you are not getting anything from the government. Perhaps if you had been given anything, you will not talk. That is the issue that I have with him. So, and it is across board, not just as I said, I'm looking at it from a broader perspective of governance in Nigeria, across Nigeria, even at the federal level. This is the issue. People will come out and talk against Tinubu. When did you know? Why didn't you say it during the campaign? Why didn't you say it immediately when he became governor? Why now? That's the question. Why now? And if it is just now, tell us. Oh, I heard this thing some few days ago, some few weeks ago, I've been doing some work and this thing came to light and I cannot make it, let there be no ambiguity. This is the crux of the matter. And that is why the governor, see, they are playing that card on you and they will be successful at it. Make no mistake about that. And now you'll be on the run. And I mean, according to the report now that you're already on the run. Allegedly, nobody should, we don't know that you're, and with this statement now, yes, by Nigerian standard, most likely you will be on the run by now. So that is the issue that if they want to fight courtesan, all hands must be on deck, both from the government side and from the people's side. Those who have access to certain level of information, not all of us do. Some people can get it. Yes, some people can get it, get those information. The question is, what are they doing with those information? Are they using it just for their own personal, for personal enrichment or for their own personal gains? I'm really curious about that. Because if you tell the governor to dissociate himself from cultists, that was what the comrade said. He said the governor should dissociate himself from cultists, which means he is confirming that the governor is associated with cultists. Brings me back to my question again. Did you just get to know that? When did you know that? Because I can say by Nigerian standard, Edo State, inclusive here, people talk against the government when they are people who have the space, who have the megaphone in Nigeria. Most of them, they talk against the government when they are not getting anything from the government. That is it, unless we want to lie to ourselves. The track record are all there for everyone to see. Because if everybody, every one of them is talking, like this, we will not be where we are today. Because I want to know, I really want to know the moment, the point at which this comrade knows about all of these things. You don't need to tell us your source. I don't care to know your source. You have the right to protect your source or sources. You don't need to tell anybody. But you can tell us that, give us what in a normal process they call timeline. It's very simple, the timeline. This is when I got to know about this. So we can connect the dot and then it will make sense. As it stands right now, they are just seeing you as an angry opposition. You are angry. You are part of those people that, against the government, and you are doing everything to bring the government down. That is how they are seeing it. So I think we should do better, and I think we can do better so that we will not continue to fall into the hands of these crooked politicians. I know for a fact, there's no doubt about that many people within the government, either they are still in cultism or they've been there before, they have repented and they are now out of it. And that is the reason why it's very difficult to fight. It will take only a clean man, completely clean, that can fight them and eradicate cultism in Edo State. That I'm talking about the governor now. He has to be completely clean. His hands must be ready. That's the only way he can fight it. If he has been part of it before, or he's still in it, then it's a no-brainer. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And at the end of the day, the people of the state that are the receiving end of all of this. And lastly, the idea that the deputy governor is saying that the information is defamatory, malicious, misleading, slanderous, all those stuff that he listed. in that statement. That statement did not exonerate him in any way, shape, or form. No, it didn't at all. I don't say it did not exonerate him at all. That's when you read that statement, it didn't exonerate him in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, that statement, in fact, he even soaked himself in further through that statement that he gave. That is why Nigerian politicians, you see, they are crooked set of people. It is always one error after the other. Because if your minds are clean, your hands are clean, you will come out, most likely, you will come out clean. But if it is the other way around, if you like, go and hire, the best of Daniel Bwala, the crooked Daniel Bwala, the lying Daniel Bwala, hire 10 of him, all of them, put them together. They will make things worse for you. They will make it worse for you. So I think the deputy governor will have to do more. It is not putting out a statement. It is the deputy governor has to come out. This is a serious matter. He must come out and defend himself, not through a statement. A desperate one for that matter. A deceptive one. A sympathy-seeking statement for that matter. You must come out. People must look at you eyeball to eyeball. The people of the state must look you eyeball to eyeball. You must come out and say, yes, this is not you. Without intimidating the other person, without intimidation and oppression, oppressing the other party where this information came out from. No. Because any attempt to do that, you are further indicating that, yes, you are part, that is desperation. You are part of it. So that's just what I want to say here, Mr. Elvis. As I said, from a broader perspective of our problem, governance in Nigeria. We have to help ourselves. Whenever people come out to challenge the government, they must be very, very transparent to let us know that they are not doing it because of their own person, because of their own personal gains, that they are not getting what they expect to get from the government. That's why they are talking. Because that is the only thing that the government is using against us, especially people who have the megaphone, people who have the platform. That is what they are using against them, that they have not been able to argue successfully that is not the case. They have not been. It is always because if they give you something today, will you be talking? If you get something today, will you be out there talking about this government? No, they have not. For every day they are proving it. They are proving the government right over and over and over again. Every day. That's the problem that we have. And that is the only weapon that the crooked Nigerian government, from federal states down, that is their weapon. That's what they are using. The deputy governor of Edo State just used it now. Right now, he just used the same thing through his reporter. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it there since other panelists are here so that they can take it on. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much, sir. I have to give you that enough minutes because you are the first with me here. But now we're going to follow the normal time now with the rest people. Thank you very much for that submission. It's very unfortunate to see that a public office holders, they are very quick to call God Jesus Christ. God Jesus Christ. I don't understand.
Now there the why you did. Now there the why you did.
Voila. Anyway, let's hear from Mr. Oduwa. Mr. Oduwa, it's good to have you on the show, sir. Good evening to you. You have 8 minutes. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Njawash. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, all the panelists. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, commenters, listeners, and the viewers. God bless everyone. Akpabio said there will be no political party in 2027. Well, but there will still be APC. That means if there is still APC as a political party, then that means Akpabio don't even think before he talk. Because if not, or how will they retain the position when they did not have any political party? Well, though, let us wait and see how they are going to do, if they are going to scatter the country, or if it is military that will take over, or police that will not be the government. So we will wait and see to know if Akpabio head, if his head is complete, or if some not have go out of it. Baba Jonathan, thank you very much. You were asking the source of Malaya Bogun and how long you know this. No. You see, they said anything that they do in a do is very open. And that is why you said it's rampant. The activities of those stupid entities is rampant in the state because they don't have their way of life or their way of living or their attitude. So they doesn't hide it. I said it before Abogun video came out that when they mark this hotel that is the place they are doing that. I said, if you want to start that is what you want to fight to demolish people's house, it should start from his government. I said it, that all those people that are working with him, both the one in the street or both their office, it should start from there, because I remembered the time of Lucky Benedion. If House of Assembly were 10, at least 7 of them belongs to one place or another. So in Edo, if you go to Ekpoma, if you go to University of Benin, if you go to these two university, or are you going to talk of Aunchi? My brother, whether you are foreigner, whether you are indigent, it's only God that will save you, not to be one of these stupid attitude that they are frustrating everywhere. So when Malabogun said, he should deprive himself or separate himself from this so-called, if 10 people are working in government house in Edo State, at least then we'll be able to bring 4 or 5 of them that belongs to this team out of it. And you people will say that whether the people have stopped. You don't stop in evil. How would they stop in, okay, if they stop in courtesan, what of the boys they recruit in the street? Do they pack those ones inside house? No. They don't stop, because if they stop, they will have made sure that there is nobody that recruit anybody again. And that is why when I find people that work with, I laugh. And Malabogun said exactly what every reasonable thinking person is supposed to do. Because you, since they said it is the place that they are heading meeting, those one, they want the way to destroy their secretariat. It's very good. If that one is the way you can cope the menace in this, any other group also have one place or another. Make sure that you get all their secretariats, whatever the place they make their meeting, they make their group. You make sure you destroy all. Not to say this is okay, this is maybe this one is the one that pronounced to people, and every of them pronounced, nobody had. The only people that it will be difficult for you to know in that place is the Vikings. If not Vikings, are you going to talk of Eye? That one is the worst. Or the black, which they said they have destroyed their place. These two cataract. So when you are destroying the Eye, you're supposed to go for the Eye also, because Eye doesn't even hide at all. Then go for Buccaneer and go for all. Make sure you brought all of them that to cope the menace. Because the other fight that happened last was not even before this one, and was not even a year and a year. It was the Buki and the other other groups. So make sure that you do all of them that way, so that everybody will know. Yes. And if they tell, okay, this is the person that do this thing, you do not even need to go and hide that person in police station. Bring it to the area. I'm using to give example to the rest people. If you don't do like this, this is how we will do you. Then the people will know that, okay, it is government that is doing it. It is not we that is doing it ourselves. So if you wait and do person, they will still catch you and come and do you in that area, do you in the front of your father, your mother. And so that another is your friend who have the mind that we will go and do something like this. We know that this is how government is going to end all of them. So it's very easy to stop if you want to stop it. Nobody's there. You can't stop courtesy. No, that is very wrong to say. And if these people who are participating one way or another, they say they go out of it, then they should have supposed to be the one to make sure that the rest boys which they recruit before and tell them that this thing we did not know it was not good. That from today nobody should do it, and start anybody that want to do, make sure they went and go after those people, arrest them. No, because they still belong to that thing. That is why they doesn't advance their children. They get better. Those children, they get better in the streets who are not claiming, destroying themselves in the name of color of cap. You did not do. Your father did not manufacture. Your mother did not manufacture. None of your family able to manufacture the cap. You went to market and buy it from person. Then you start killing yourself over it. If not foolishness, that is what they do. All of them in Edo State. And then let me go for the other one. You said he could not cope the fight of he could not stop the courtesy, cannot stop Fulani SB. Sir, I disagree. Because when the time the mad Obaseki, after people have cried and cried and cried, when they now give go ahead, Fulani herdsmen automatically died down in the state. Automatically. That tell you that we can co-bit, whether you belong to this useless couple, the other one belongs to the other useless couple, this one belongs to the other useless couple. A moment they now say everybody on the road to fight Fulani herdsmen. The Fulani herdsmen will be coped within 1 month. So the problem we have is we don't have the person who want to put people on the way. That is the truth. If the governor decides to put people on the way, you see that this Fulani herdsmen will be story of the past. When the fight happened in Okhoromi, did you think it is one color of people that we are doing those vigilantes? No, there's different people come together. What matters? This is our land. We want to defend it. It's different from the brother is fighting against his brother, or is fighting against his sister, or is fighting against his in-law. It's different, but we want to defend our land. It's different from that. So they can do all these things. Just let the governor give go ahead. I said, okay, I will support, because the Fulani is not inside house. This is in the bush. They stay. And that is where people are saying, where is the police? Where is the soldier? Where is I look at them, my life. I said, these are the people that is destroying you. Because when police will come, they will don't go to farm with you. When soldier will come, they come and do roadblock on the street. They will not go inside farm. But the people that want to suffer and want to catch Fulani, now they are inside the bush, inside the forest. So it is two different things that we are fighting Fulani herdsmen, and the people are calling the police to come and protect us, the soldier, the Nigerian government should come and protect us. Those things are very foolish ideas. The truth is, we don't want to do what is good for ourselves. If we want to do what is good in our own perspective, we can do it. But we believe everything is business. That is where we are failing today. We are failing the children to come. So where we can do that if you will. That's really what I have to say. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jawo. Thank you, Baba Jonathan. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Odua, thank you very much, sir. Thanks for your submission, and it's good to have you on the show today. Sir Luis, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Please talk to us. Sir Luis, you are not there. Black Panther, if you are there, please quickly talk to us. Okay, two of you not there. If you come back, you're going to get
Naija Wash, I dey here. Slow down.
Okay,
You are
go
too in a
ahead.
hurry.
No. I don't like when I call people, they know they answer me. I don't
I
like
know
it.
you want go chop your suya. I know. No
No, not
worry.
about Suya. If you're on the panel, you're on the panel. When you're not calling people that don't answer you, it's not a good thing.
The network might be lagging. Sorry for that. I want to say thank you for everything you are doing. Today, it's a great day. Another day we have to thank God. I want to thank Mommy in Diaspora for a good job, for the blessed. He has blessed us with a child, and we want to thank him. We want to thank you and thank you. Thank you, man. God will bless you, give you divine health, give you all your heart desire in Jesus' mighty name. We have to thank you. It's not easy. It has been a long way to bring up a child in the way of the Lord so that he will not depart from the truth. It's not an easy job. We want to thank you. May God bless you, man. Bless you in abundance. If this is the only thing I will say today, I am happy to say it with full joy and authority that God has given us. Thank you, man. I want to thank every other speakers that have been here. You see, I want to thank everybody that is listening from the diaspora, especially the Nigerians are on ground. I want to thank every one of them. And today is a very difficult day. The reason why I say it's very difficult is you see this confra and fraternity na different level. What is happening in those states? It has breaking the barriers. It has breaking the limitations. You see, when I say, one thing I would like to say, I am a full-fledged student unionist from the union in the local, in my school, to the NANS level, where I was a permanent assistant to the NANS president. If it doesn't say by the left, something is happening, maybe I don't go plan cool. That's how it is. So I was close. I traveled length and breadth of the entire Nigeria. It is not easy in the struggle. You see, we know them. They relate with us. That is why sometimes when I say if they walk, we know that is that one. Remember, if they look, we know that. Some of them are so innocent. You cannot know. They'll be your best friend. They'll stand beside you. That is how difficult it is for ordinary person to notice them. Some of them will be the nice. It'll be like a bishop. He will stand beside you. Those are the baddest people among them. The worst people that can be laughing at you and they'll be taking you down. This confraternity has gone. You see, Edo State, it has gone beyond ordinary. I said it here. I said, in every home, there is a probability of having one, and there is. It's not even a probability, man. There is one in a home. There is one person that is a member of the confra, and there is one person that's a friend to a confra, and he knows this man is a confra, and the family are protecting them. That is how far it has gone in Edo State. And mind you, in the next 20 years or 30 or 20, 25 years, you start having them in your National Assembly. That is the extent. This is where they build up to. This is where they build it up to. You start having them in your National Assembly. You start having them as your governor. You start having them as your minister. You start having them as your ambassador. You start having them as your pastors, bishops. People are surprised I'm saying this. It is true. This is a build-up. The ones that are doing themselves, these ones are elite. They are called elite. If a man has billion like Dino Malai, he'll be showing it. The ones that are the main tank that have the billions, they don't show themselves much. But what they do,
don't you think that we're already having them? Probably.
What I'm saying, I'm driving there now. When I say something,
They get them. It not be now they want start to get them. They get them.
they don't born Pekin. The time before them born the people when them born 1980. They don't be inside. They don't be baba inside the stuff. Ah, man. So people when they born 1980, they are now a father in it. So don't talk about people when they born 97 something or 90 something. Those ones are king in it. So what it is now is that our DSSS, our security apparatus, got to. That is why I said, if we have to curtail insecurity in Nigeria, we have to have a national identity that will make them easy for them to. Before you put your hand into anything, you will sign. But just for instance, when I was thinking yesterday, you will have to sign that if you are a frat member, if you don't say you are now, if they later investigate that, discover that you are later, you go life in jail. Life in jail, that would be better. Life in jail will be better. So that one will be very straight. That one is straight judgment. You don't need to go to Supreme Court. You don't need to go for any interpretation. You just go straight to jail, straight. That is how it's supposed to be. So the way it is now, it has gone far. People that there's somebody in Nigeria used to, I won't mention the person's name. Nigeria used to mention the person here. Say, oh, the person is a very nice person. That person was nice person is a confirmer. Confirm. But the person is so nice that he's saying, we know. I know this 20 years ago. I knew. So when the name appeared on Nigeria, I was just laughing. That is how it is. That is how it.
Black Panther.
Black Panther, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Sorry for the breakup. Sorry. And it has now become something unbearable. So everybody needs to be very careful, because the way it is now, the way the governor is going, I support him to because the way they penetrated there, it's too deep. Let the governor do anything. Like I said yesterday, I said the police is doing what they call mop up. But the corruption is playing a very bigger role and destructive role in their trying to mop it up. And they need a lot of resources that will allow them to mop it up. If not, without that resources, they cannot mop it up. And the resources they needed is good training, finances, and that national identity. Those are the resources needed to really do this thing in a very civil way, but they don't have it. But what we have, we got to make use of it, because we have cried so long that our children are dying and something got to be done. So let us do something. Always correct the police when they are doing something wrong, but let us not crucify them. I want to say here, Nigeria, just 10 seconds. I want to say here, for Akpabio is talking. Akpabio is just politics. He's just talking politics. Forget about that man. That man is an embodiment of evil, embodiment of corruption, an embodiment of satanism. Let us just forge ahead. It's infinitesimal. Let us forge ahead with everything constructively. What we got to do to liberate our country. That's it. Thank you, Nigeria.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much for your contribution today. As usual, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, everyone. We are almost done. We're just going to have 2 minutes so that we can round up. Mr. Jonathan, please give us your final 2 minutes so that we can round up.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Harris. Yeah, on Akpabio, it's so funny, when he said that there will be no political parties. So essentially what he's saying is that in 2027, only APC will be on the ballot. There will be no other political party. Even, excuse me, even if you are a Democrat, if you are a true Democrat, you should not even be advocating for that. But again, what I want to say, or I plan to say, I think the last sentence of Mr. Black Panther summarized everything. Is not somebody to listen to. If I said he doesn't hold any strength in Nigerian politics, it would be an understatement. He's nobody in Nigerian politics. He has no, he's lighter than a paperweight in Nigerian politics. Other than to steal and appropriate the Commonwealth of Nigeria to himself and to his group, he is nothing. Tell me what weight that man carries. The man that say yes to the executive every step of the way. Tell me what weight he carries as a Senate president. He has no weight. He just doesn't get it. They think that looting you will come, you will go. You will come, you will go. You are just a vapor. You are just like a vapor. You will, in the next few years now, nobody will remember you again. You are irrelevant. Everything that you do, you know the reason why you are irrelevant? I will tell you, Mr. Akpabio, and your people, wherever they are listening. You know why you are not relevant? Whatever crooked policy or policies that you successfully place on Nigerians today, it will be wiped off. It's not going to hold water in no distant future. You know, people that are relevant. People that are relevant are those that their footprints will be seen and remembered for a very, very long time. Generations after generations, we still see their. You see, Mr. Akpabio, you will leave no footprint, nothing. In this trajectory, you continue on this trajectory, you will leave no footprint. In no time, within a decade, nobody will remember you as being a Senate president because you will have left nothing tangible. No footprint, no tangible footprint of any kind. This trajectory you are going, that is why I said you are nobody, you are not relevant. You may think the money you are stealing today is all that will be. No, it's not all that will be. You are just a man just passing through, and you will leave no footprint. Like a snake that passed through the rock and leave no footprint. That's how you will be on this trajectory, except you take a U-turn. Except you take a U-turn and begin to play the role of a Senate president, the leader of a Senate, the leader of the legislative arm of government. Then you will be remembered for good.
Okay, thank you.
Mr.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much for joining us today as usual, and thanks for coming very early. That's the reason why we are still here today. That's one thing people don't understand. When you join us early, whoever that came in early hold the platform for you to come in later. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Mr. Oduwa, talk to us. 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Najawash. You said you talked with Obaseki. Then Obaseki said that the reason he could not hold Ohen Okhoromi, the Obuhan, is because he's a subject to Oba.
Not hold.
That's really
the reason why he could not arrest him, not hold.
And that shows that Obaseki were really fighting as the Edo people were saying. Because if he can gather the Enigi, he did not know that they were subject to the Oba. It is the Ohen now that is now subject to the Oba that he cannot go after. So that shows, because he was happy seeing that the Okhoromi was doing havoc, which Oba have said he don't want to be seen happening in Edo. Because Oba told them nobody should sell one land 2 times. And they were sent to this community to make sure that the community is okay, good for the people. So, and that is why some of them that were coming to palace to come and be causing havoc in the time of his father. When this Ewari enter, enter, he made sure he sacked all of them. He told them none of those chiefs should come there again. But Obaseki could not say all those things to act on. It was when they told him, said, no, that one is subject to Oba, so he cannot talk to him, cannot do this, cannot do that. it shows that Obaseki, we did not even care about the Edo. We did not care about the betterness of the Edo people. So it's just like what I'm saying today, that people that were supporting Obaseki, when Obaseki were demolishing houses, doing everything. Today in social media, they are shouting, hey, why were they demolishing Edo people's house? I said, where were those people? So it shows those people who did not care about the betterment of Edo, not because it was subject to Oba, it was because Obaseki was a bad and evil to the land. That is it. Thank you, Mr. Najaros. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Odua, thank you very much, sir. I don't know his reason, but that's what he said. That because it's a subject to the Oba of Benin and he could not do anything. So, yeah, maybe you might be right on what you're saying, but I don't know. Thank you. Black Panther, final. 2 minutes, sir.
Thank you, Naija Watch. Mr. Odua, God bless you. Look where you come from. Hey, Mr. Odua, you're too wise. But I want to thank everybody. That is when we have a lot of wise men around, it's very difficult for you to talk on some issues. So I want to thank Naija Watch for everything. I want to say, Mr. Jonathan, thank you for going deeper. I never want to, because if I go deeper on that man issue, I will go emotional, because he is on the trajectory of destruction, self-destruction. So that's the kind of person he is. So I want to say thank you for doing justice to that. I want to say something concerning the Nigeria as a whole. We should start to understand where we are going to now, because there's one thing that might probably happen. And I ask the question: what are all these people that are stealing our money now? What if the military just come and take over? Take over. Don't you know all these Akpabio, all of them, they are going to life imprisonment if they don't have a death sentence? All of them.
Depends on military, not just depends on military.
No. See, let me tell you one thing. The military that is going to take over now, they will be so brutal. You know how they starve all of them. Did you know, officer? You think this general will come in? They won't come in now. All of them are waste now. So if we think that way now, all of them, they are stealing the money with joy now, but they are not thinking that if something like that happens, what's going to be my judgment? I'm destroying. They don't even think, and their wives don't even think. Their wives is just enjoying it. When you touch your husband, you'll be shouting, blah 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 blah. Now, when they start crying, they'll start saying, "Oh, blah 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 blah." Look at it's a mess. Human being, you say he's a Christian and he'll be perpetrating evil. People will be seeing the evil. He will say it's not doing evil. What kind of a mess is that? So I want to just say that let us just be hopeful. Let us drive that force. Let us be speaking the truth, because I know this Nigeria you see today, the republic is dead. So let us fight for a new Nigeria and a new name. We are going to get it. It's just the process is going to be long and it's going to be painful, but we'll come out so that our new generation will be happy. That's what we did when it was on our tongue. So I want to thank everybody. May God bless every one of us. Thank you all for doing justice to this case. And for the Benin, let the governor continue to destroy and the deputy governor, you better start coming out when they are going to destroy the headquarters of from Confra people. If you not come out, maybe we will call you one. Thank you, Naija Watch.
All right, Black Panther, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you. Thanks for your time with us today. I want to appreciate every one of you who joined this broadcast today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kings Nogerahi, for the late support for my coffee. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Everyone right there, Mr. Jonathan, thank you very much once again. Mr. Odua, thank you very much. Black Panther, thank you very much. Fortunately, Sir Louis could not give a submission. Maybe he's busy. He has to leave. But tomorrow is another day. Thank you so much once again, Smart, for the super chat earlier on as well. The only person that called into the show today was also my brother, Black Panther. Thank you. Mother of Mom Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. Abu Azi, thank you very much. I appreciate you always. Debsy, thank you. Best man, Mother Peggy Modi, God bless you all, my people. Thank you, everyone. We've come to the end of the broadcast. We need to round up right now. Mudia's Academy, can see you as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Kislev Gerahi, and many more. There's more that can see you right there. Thank you. God bless you all. Just do your part by pressing on the like. Help us to share our video if you can. And subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever we upload a pre-recorded video or whenever we come live like this. Your voice, your comment is very important to us. We all are here learning from each other. Nobody knows it all. I appreciate to all my people. We've come to the end of this broadcast. Allow us to end the show right now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, my people, and bye for now.